It's week 4 of the National Football League, and we've got a showdown in the AFC South. It's the Texans and the Titans, and it's coming up next.
Being located in the Music City, this building has hosted a lot of great music acts since its inception. But this is what she was made for, NFL football, and that's what we have today in Nashville at Nissan Stadium. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Houston Texans and the Tennessee Titans. Brandon Gunn with my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Titans in this matchup. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we take a look at this Titan ball club entering play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
And he returns this to the 22. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. They are led out by their veteran quarterback hailing from Michigan State, and we like that. It's Kirk Cousins.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
He just danced away from that one defender on his way to a gain of about 7 yards. The numbers on the ground for Pierce last week. 18 carries, 56 yards, and a touchdown.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Cousins to throw it. And that is incomplete.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. And his throw here's incomplete.
After that throw, it was definitely one that he would love to have back. I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little...
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the Titans are going to take over at their own 41. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 15 carries, 59 yards, and a touchdown.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that. But they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
And he fires one incomplete. The Titans are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. They got off to the good start, but then 2 straight losses since.
And now you start to wonder about what this does for a team's morale, how it affects their psyche, because let's face it, you work all summer pointing toward that opening game, you get the win, but then you don't carry it on from there. How will they bounce back from these losses and try and get right?
Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Now Willis on third down. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Titans use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that makes the score 7-0. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. No return here for Barner. It's a touchback. They'll start at the 25. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Rodrigo Blankenship now for the PAT. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded in. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Texans scoop it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year.
Pierce has it knocked loose. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the first quarter. Neither side able to really hang on to the ball.
Yeah, now I'm just curious to see which team can adjust because both have made their mistakes, as you said.
Yeah, and whoever can do that can seize firm control of this game, something they haven't done with the ball so far.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing again on 2nd and 10, it's Willis. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 more there and another first down.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now Willis on third down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will have a Titans first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. Off the play fake, here's Willis. On the move to his left. Going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted. Nick Needham picks it off. And the Texans are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, It has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Now Cousins here on the bootleg, rolling to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. This is brought in at the 21. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Titan football. Derrick Henry and the rest of the Titans offense about ready to roll again. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as this season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Willis. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. A 3rd and 2, here's Willis. And incomplete on the deep ball.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. 1st and 10, Willis. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
I would say just add that one to the total big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to think the front office and the coaching staff have got to be excited about what they've seen so far and really excited about what they expect to see down the road.
This will go to Henry out wide. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. From the 24, Willis. And Woods has it complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. 4th down, Willis. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And this Texans defense stands tall. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it, try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have a Texans first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And brought down, but the juke, the very nice juke, gives him the first down yardage there. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Cousins on first down. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. Finds his man, it's John Mechie. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 35. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Repeat of the last play, going to Mechie here. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins. And incomplete.
That's just flat out a terrific play because it's rare that you see a hitch route batted down. That means someone read that one really well and was right on the spot when the ball got to the receiver.
Cousins now. Open man is Mechie, and he's got him. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 20-yard line. From the red zone now, Cousins completes it to Aguilar. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Again, it's Cousins. The quick slant caught. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll run for it with Pierce. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Texans will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Titans going to go back on offense here late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again to throw, Willis on second down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Well, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Texans will take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It's caught left side by Cooks. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Pierce now up the middle, and nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he's going to be taken down here, as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Welcome back. Ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Taken at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Titans getting set to go here to begin the 3rd quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure.
Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off, and the Texans are going to take possession of the football. That one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he is going to get this close to the first down markers. He's brought down at the Titans' 25. Cousins on 3rd and 2. And that's complete to Cooks. And he is going to have a Texans first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. Cousins to throw it. Caught left side by Mechie. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
And the Texans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. It's a nice run there. Gets him down to the 6-yard line. Cousins. And quick throw here that's complete. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Here's Pierce. It's going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
3rd and goal for Cousins. To the back of the end zone, but too high. Over everybody and incomplete. Blankenship's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. This offense returning out there, and really you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback. Henry again on 2nd down. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Holding offense.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
They'll go down as a gain of 6, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Back to throw, Willis. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And he will have a Titans first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. They go play action with Willis. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. On 2nd down, here's Henry. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This is caught. It's Woods. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Here's Willis. Looking for Woods again, and he finds him. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 44, Willis. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Running from the gun with Henry. And some space here. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Play action, Willis. And it's knocked away and incomplete. 2nd 10 coming up here in Nashville. 3rd quarter action. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. It's Willis. That pass taken in by Burks. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 1st down, Willis. He gets it to Burks again. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as they... Back now in Nashville. From the 5, 2nd and 4. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the fourth quarter. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. The Titans on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Yeah, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. Bullock's kick is good, and they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
No return here for Barner. It's a touchback. They'll start at the 25. Brandon Cooks trots back onto the field with the rest of this Texan offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Give to Pierce now on the option. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Pierce takes it straight ahead. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. An extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. He's got it complete to Aguilar. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Meanwhile, Cousins' throw completed to Mechie. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. They go play action. Cousins. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Danico Autry. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Yeah, this is away, and I don't think Landry will get a chance to return here. Tennessee offense set to go again. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Now Willis on 1st and 10. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 72 yards on the ground now for Henry. He's got a first down. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Henry. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Throwing, Willis. And this is going to be incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Let's go now. 19 tight, 19 tight, 19.
Willis, gotta have this one. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Here's Cousins. Finding Schultz. And he's going to pick up a first down here as that clock continues to run. Now another timeout called for by the offense as he'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Cousins to throw. That's complete to Pierce. Oh, but a great tackle there. Going to hold it to no gain as the clock runs. And they're going to speed things up here. Cousins. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And he will be out of bounds. So, partner, that means we got some free football. We're headed to overtime. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even into overtime. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
This fielded right at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And the Titans getting set to go. All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Willis with a first throw in overtime. As this complete to Woods. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Here comes a big one now in overtime. This is 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. 1st and 10, it's Willis. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, who can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Opening drive of overtime, and now facing a 3rd down and 6. Big play coming up. 3rd down, it's Willis. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes those legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Overtime with less than 2 minutes to play, and we are still all tied. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Willis to throw. Right side complete. That's Woods. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run for it with Henry. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 122 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now Willis. And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column. A lot more was on the line.